Hello everyone, my name is Bibaral Gaming. I am a competitive VGC Pokemon player from the Philippines. And today, I'm gonna be showing you a team which revolves around a somewhat niche pick in the current meta, HAXORUS. As you may already know, the likes of unaware Pokemon like Skeledirge, Dondozo, and even Clodsar are pretty prevalent in the rank ladders. With Mold Breaker, we pretty much negate those advantages that we can straight up click boosted attacks onto the opposing Pokemon for full damage. Hydreigon is also a very common pick, among with different forms of Rotom which all share the same ability, Levitate. With Mold Breaker Earthquake, we can surprise opposing Rotoms and even Hydreigons that commonly terrestrialize into Fire or Steel. Not to mention, we can also deal full damage to Mimikyu without the need to break its disguise first. HAXORUS is kinda underestimated right now in the meta, since despite its sky-high attack, it's outsped by the likes of other hard-hitting dragon Pokemon like Garchomp, Salamence, and Hydreigon. Even Dragonite is more common than HAXORUS, since unlike HAXORUS, Dragonite gets access to extreme speed which neutralizes its mediocre speed stat. The team composition that we have here looks to mitigate that problem by providing HAXORUS with a pretty decent support cast that enables it to set up a revenge kill safely. As you can see, HAXORUS is Terra Ground which gives its Earthquake more damage. With Terra Ground, you also take neutral damage from opposing Dragon type moves, allowing you to potentially tank a hit, set up with Dragon Dance, and outspeed them the next turn. Life Orb is appreciated more rather than Choice Band since we kinda don't want to lock HAXORUS into using a move that hits its teammates as well. The next Pokemon that we'll talk about is Paldean Water Tauros. Tauros is gaining popularity recently since it has won a regional days before this video is released. Tauros here has Raging Bull for a hard-hitting stab water attack which also destroys Reflex and Light Screen. Close Combat is its main fighting stab, while Terra Blast is there to take advantage of its Terra Fire typing in case the situation calls for it. As you can see, Tauros here is max speed to try to outpace a significant amount of Pokemon, especially those within the middle speed tier. Next up is another niche pick, Kilowattrel. Kilowattrel, most importantly, has access to Tailwind, providing speed control for your team especially against fast Pokemon like Maushold and Meowscarada. It also has Volt Switch, allowing you to switch into a Pokemon that can make use of Tailwind better. One interesting thing about this Kilowattrel is it's holding a King's Rock, giving it more chances to flinch the opponent, especially with its Air Slash. EV Spread is a standard max speed, max special attack with Timid Nature. Goldengo is also present on the team to function as the main damage source on the special side. This is just a standard choice spec set with Shadow Ball, Make It Rain, and Thunderbolt to provide coverage options on your first switch in. Goldengo here also knows Trick, which can surprise opposing Pokemon as you can give them choice specs and lock them into using a move that they don't wanna use over and over. Meowscarada is our choice of a Dondozo answer since its Flower Trick, especially under Overgrow range, can deal huge amounts of damage to a non-Terra Dondozo. Moreover, Meowscarada knows Toxic Spikes, so you can, for example, lead with it when you're anticipating a Dondozo switch in and just whittle away at their HP with poison damage. Again, EVs are just a standard 252-252 to maximize attacking speed. To round up the team, we have a very interesting support Pokemon in Sableye. With Prankster boosted Quash, you can opt not to go for a Tailwind approach since you can pretty much postpone the moves of faster Pokemon that may otherwise KO your partner right away. Anchor is also here to try and lock opponents into using the likes of Protect, Wide Guard, and other exploitable moves, basically negating the affected Pokemon's presence. All Play is here for damage, especially against Pokemon that may try to set up their attack, and Recover is always a very nifty move to have. Sableye is holding a Roselli Berry to potentially tank a super effective Fairy type move. Who are we up against? Okay, so we're up against Skeledirge, Goldengo, what's that? Gotitel, Tatsugiri, Dondozo, and Revival Blessing, perhaps? Paumot. So, what are they trying to accomplish here? I think the Paumot will try to revive the Dondozo should we kill it right away, but I don't think we have enough firepower to take down the Dondozo very quickly. Also, they have an potential unaware Skeledirge there. It also poses a problem for us. But luckily, we have HAXORUS to take care of unaware. You can try to set up in its face. So, Let's go for a HAXORUS Kilowatt lead here. With Meowscarada. Is Meowscarada even an option here? I don't think so. Let's bring in Goldengo and Sableye. So we can have an answer against their own Goldengo. Okay, so dead with Gothitelle and Palmot. Both of these Pokemon threaten us with Fake Out. So I don't think they would try to go for Trick Room here early on. Or would they? I think they would. I think they will try to set up Trick Room with Gothitelle and then bring their Skeledars at the back. So I'll go for a Dragon Dance here. Let's see if this pays off. And then I'll go for Kilowatt because perhaps they will try to fake out the Kilowatt since they think it's gonna try to set up. Okay, so they did go for the fake out on the Kilowatt. That means no Trick Room this turn. Double Shock. They decided to double down on the Kilowatt. Very eager to take it down. That means we get a free Dragon Dance here. And they don't have fake outs anymore. So I can just go for Terra Ground, Earthquake. To cover up for a possible Skeletor switch in. And then we'll go for a Tailwind. Now I'll go for damage on the Palmot. Because it might be holding Sash. It might live to an Earthquake. But the question is, will someone Terra on their side of the field? Okay. Okay, so no Terra, no Protect. That means we're gonna deal big damage with this Terra Ground boosted Earthquake. So almost take down the Gothitelle. However, the Palmot there was indeed holding Focus Sash. So we decided to attack it with Air Slash. But now, the Gothitelle can set up Trick Room if they want, but they didn't. They went for a Hypnosis and we luckily avoided it. Okay, so now they decide to bring out the Dondozo. Would try for another Earthquake here, just to get some spread damage. But I think they will go for the Tatsugiri now. So what I'm gonna do here first is I'm gonna try to set up Tailwind. And if I manage to stay alive with my Kilowatt, I can just Volt Switch next turn. Okay, so they withdrew the Gothitelle. They went for the Tatsugiri. Okay, so they're now gonna go for the Fusion, Polymerization. That means this Dondozo is now potentially faster than my HAXORUS. Okay, so they went for a Terra as well. This might be Terra Grass. Okay, so Terra Steel. So this will take super effective damage from my Earthquake. Okay, it's nice to see that we are still faster than the Dondozo. Because we are at +1. We managed to pull off a Dragon Dance earlier. Okay, so we took down half of its health. And then Tailwind is now on our side of the field. Which means okay. Which means I can now Volt Switch The Volt Switch will deal relatively higher damage, but the Dondozo is now Terra Steel, which means my Volt Switch will deal less effective damage against it. But it could also have Protect. Oh, it does not. Okay, so the Dondozo will go down now. Didn't. It would have been better if the Volt Switch landed on the Tatsugiri. But I think we're fine here, we're fine. We're down to their last 2 Pokemon now. Still have 4. And we get a fresh switch with our Goldengo. Earthquake, HAXORUS. Slaps, man. Slaps hard. Okay, so they sent out their Gotitel now. This might try to use Fake Out on my HAXORUS. So I'll just protect here. And then go for a Make It Rain. Or perhaps not. I'll go for a Shadow Ball on the Gotitel. Just so I don't get that special attack drop. Since Make It Rain will deal less effective damage to the Tatsugiri. Okay, so they went for a Fake Out. Very nice read there from us. Shadow Ball, okay. I don't think that Berry will save it. This is Choice Specs Goldengo. Very nice. Okay, so what is the Tatsugiri aiming for here? Maybe Draco Meteor. Okay, Icy Wind. Icy Wind, but we're still faster since we have Tailwind. But even though we have Tailwind, if the Tatsugiri is holding Choice Cup, it should have been faster than my Goldengo if I'm not mistaken. So I'll just go for Dragon Claw here. And then another Shadow Ball. Basically, wrap this game up. So, in a minute now. Okay. Dragon Claw should take it down at the full health. We are +1 and we are holding Life Orb. Okay, so GG's to our opponent. Okay, so we are up against Arcanine, Grimmsnarl, Volcarona, Tyranitar, Quaquaval, and Corviknight. To be honest, I really don't have an idea what they're trying to go for here. But this Volcarona threatens to set up with Quiver Dance. Since it's the only special attacking Pokemon that they have on the field, I doubt this is a bulky Volcarona. But I do believe the Arcanine there is defensively bulky. Not to mention they can also try to set up screens with their Grimmsnarl. So I think our lead here should be the Tauros. Paired with whom? I think it's relatively safe to lead with Sableye since Grimmsnarl is their only... No, Tyranitar is also Dark type now, so it's not affected by Prankster. So I'm just gonna go with the full offensive duo early on while I try to hide my HAXORUS at the back. Alongside, let's say, Kilowattrel. Okay. It's kinda nice seeing the likes of Corviknight and Quaquaval seeing action in the Master Ball tier. So kudos to my opponent for doing that. Bringing some off-meta picks. Okay. So what are they trying to do here? Perhaps they're gonna try to Spirit Break my Meowscarada. So if they decide to go for a screen here, I will just use Raging Bull and then try to inflict super effective damage to that Volcarona that they have. And then I think, should I use Flower Trick? Okay, I'll go for damage. Okay, so they withdrew the Volcarona. They don't see a good matchup in their favors. I think they're expecting a Raging Bull. But they don't have a very good switch in for it, since you can still just use Raging Bull for super effective damage. Okay? But it's not gonna do much since our stats were lowered by Intimidate. Okay, next turn I'm just gonna go for another Raging Bull. And then I'm gonna try to attack with my Meowscarada here. I'm gonna go for knock off onto that Arcanine spot. Onto that Arcanine slot. Try to go for a KO. Since they didn't go for a Reflect. Let's see if it's enough. It's not. Unfortunate. So I think the Arcanine here will most likely... No, they didn't go for an attack. They tried to Will-O-Wisp the Tauros. It's still okay. Tauros is here just to break screens from the Grimmsnarl. So once again, I'm just gonna go for Raging Bull. And then I'm gonna use this chance to set up a Toxic Spikes. Okay, so they withdrew the Arcanine. Who's coming out next? It's gonna be the 4th Pokemon. Or it's still gonna be the Volcarona. Okay, so they revealed their last Pokemon, Corviknight. It's kinda nice for us since Corviknight it's not gonna be affected by Toxic Spikes. Okay, so it confirms Rocky Helmet. Spirit back into my Masquerada. Very good. That means we can still go for an attack on the next turn. Damage output from Tauros is kinda the low end now. And I'm just gonna keep clicking Raging Bull. Just in case they go for a Prankster boosted screen. So I'm gonna double down on the Grimmsnarl this turn. Okay, so they withdrew the Corviknight. I'm now gonna go to perhaps Volcarona or Arcanine. Okay, so they went for the Arcanine. Arcanine is going down to a poison. I don't know what they were planning to do there. Okay, so they're just looking to drop our attack by Intimidate. Okay, Reflect goes on their side of the field now. It's gonna get ignored with a 100% critical rate of our Flower Trick. Okay, so Reflect goes off. And we take down the Arcanine in the same turn. Actually, that might even be a strategic switch in, since they managed to drop our attack and then get a free switch eventually on the same turn. So they're gonna go for the Corviknight. Corviknight is unaffected by Toxic Spikes, we all know. So I'm just gonna go for Raging Bull again. Then Flower Trick. Okay, so they didn't go for a screen. That means the Grimmsnarl is now going down. Do have a very hard to counter lead here. Or perhaps they'll just put some pretty how should I say, pretty unfair matchups. Okay, so Body Press takes the Meowscarada down. I didn't see what was that Body Press, I'm not sure. Tauros here is kinda let down now, since it basically has no attack left. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to my Kilowattrel since I outspeed the Corviknight. I'm gonna whittle away at the Volcarona's HP through Toxic Spikes. And I'm just gonna go for another Raging Bull. Oh no, or not. I'm gonna go for Close Combat. Last hurrah for the Tauros. While I try to flinch the Volcarona and still deal massive damage with my Air Slash. Okay, close combat. Does nothing to the Corviknight. Well, that's okay. I kinda want them to take down the Tauros now. Okay, this time around, it's time to bring our boy HAXORUS into battle. I'm gonna go for Terra Ground. Just to get some coverage. Or maybe not. I don't wanna attack the Volcarona since it's just gonna go down to a toxic eventually. So I think I'll just Dragon Claw the Corviknight for some chip damage and then Volt Switch. Because we still outspeed the Volcarona. Unless it sets up Tailwind on this turn, but I doubt it's carrying Tailwind. Okay, Volt Switch now into the Corviknight. I don't think we have enough firepower to take down the Corviknight this turn. Okay, so it's left with the Sliver. Very unfortunate. Okay, so now they went for the Fiery Dance into the Kilowatt spot, leaving us with 2 HP. Ion Defense now for the Corviknight. But I don't think that matters since it's not gonna outspeed any of the two Pokemon that I have. And we can just use Double Protect here to whittle away at the Volcarona's HP. I don't think I'm gonna deliver the killing moves this turn. Okay, so they decided to go for the forfeit. So GG's to our opponent. Very nice fight. If you're keen to give the team a try, the rental code and paste are included at the description down below. Also, if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to our channel. I will be posting lots of VGC stuff here and I look forward to provide some help regarding various Pokemon content.